Okay, so first up, we're gonna do cereal, because that's usually where I like to start my day. Well, at least oatmeal. We don't really have a full oatmeal setup, but I'm going to do a mix of granola, their version of a muesli, and what looks like all brand, that stuff there. Oh, and yay, their breakfast has soybean milk, so that's a big bonus. The soybean milk is sweetened. Let's try that on its own. Yeah, slightly sweetened soybean milk. So, not ideal if you wanted something a bit sort of more subtle and milder. So have I mentioned I get excited when there's soy milk at buffets? So of course I had to go for a second round of cereal, and this time I went with really unhealthy but deliciousness. We've got a chocolate, what looks like a chocolate cornflake, and a chocolate stuffed, like a Crave cereal. I'm gonna go try that one first because it's gonna be good. Well, super chocolatey on the inside, really chocolatey on the inside, and really delicious. Let's try the flat flakes. I mentioned I really like it when they have soy milk at buffets because it means I can try all the cereals, which gets me pretty pumped. Okay, we're gonna go for the plate. This time with both on the spoon. I had to get myself one of these pandan steamed buns just because it's pandan and I have a hard time saying no to anything pandan. Getting the wrapper off the bottom was kind of hard, so I sort of tore off the bottom of the bun here. But other than that, it looks good. It's really soft. Actually surprising, it doesn't smell like pandan, which is a bit disappointing because I was hoping it would smell more like pandan. It just smells like glutinous flour. Okay. The inside definitely tastes like pandan. It's mild, it's not really strong. It's a custardy, so I'm guessing that's a pandan custard inside. And the inside smells like pandan, so I'm guessing the outside green is food coloring. Not actually anything pandan essence or anything like that, but the inside's where you've got a pandan custard. Okay, it's pretty good. We'll go for another. Guys, here's a table of cereals and other assorted additions, toppings for your cereals. We've got even prunes, dried pineapples, and dried figs. We got a whole bunch of cereals here. I've had basically everything on this table except for cornflakes, because who the hell cares about the cornflakes? But I did the muesli, I've done the all brand, the choco bites, which is like Crave, the Crave chocolate cereal, the granola, and the cocoa crunch as they call it. You've got an assortment of juices, a blueberry smoothie, which is rare. I don't always see like pre-made smoothies on the thing. Fresh juices, the fruit salad, and a couple of longan syrup and lychee syrup. You've got a whole bunch of juices here as well. This assortment is staggering. And got yogurt, fresh yogurts, and packaged yogurts, soy milk, which I was very excited about. And over here, a fairly good assortment of fruits, watermelons, cantaloupes, dragon fruit, and cleaned pomelos. And of course, you can't do fruits in Southeast Asia without the chili salt more. I keep turning around and finding new things. Oh, this is a miso soup in here. Oh, that's hot. And the toppings that go with it, and a couple of vegetable maki. So we are on one end of the buffet line. We've got pita here, we've got chana masala, we've got a potato curry. Can you open that? We've got a potato curry over here. It's called aloo bhaji. And then over here, chicken boiled rice. Let's see what chicken boiled rice looks like. Oh, you can't really see it. It looks like a giant soup. And on here, just boiled rice. So sort of like a congee, I guess. And then the various toppings that could go with that. Got a stir-fried noodles here. Ooh, that looks delicious. Plain white rice and pickled lettuce with egg. Interesting. I haven't heard that before. Ooh, that looks delicious. Looks like fried beef. There's no label on it, but it looks amazing. Okay, chicken soup and boiled chicken. Interesting. I've never seen just plain boiled chicken. And Hainanese chicken rice. Although I'll be honest, I don't see the chicken in that chicken rice. And garnishing quality. And there's like an open kitchen here, which takes us across to the other side. We've got potato wedges, stir-fried spinach and mushrooms, which looks pretty good. Wheel sausages. Ooh, those are some fat boys. We've got two kinds of sauces to go with. Ooh, really fat boy chicken sausages here. Ooh, and there's a carving station with a giant turkey and an omelet station. Yeah, an omelet station. And then you've got eggs happening over here. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen eggs done separately from omelets. And then scrambled eggs here. Ooh, that's a good selection of egg choices. We've got boiled eggs as well here and bacon. And if you flip around to the other side, we've got steamed pork buns in here and what looks like shumai. Oh no, these are pork stuffs, so looks like shumai, but not. Shumai would have shrimp in it. Braised duck, sliced beef, pork balls, fish balls, assortment of spices and chilies. This is fantastic. Herbs. Oh, now we've got pandan custard bean buns, which I think are the ones on top. And then minced chicken buns, and then dumplings stuffed with chicken. What a lovely assortment. Okay, and over on this side, we've got Taiwanese shiitake mushroom and red sauce, and we've got a stir-fried tofu with basil. What a selection. Pesto pasta and a sauteed tomato with basil. And you're gonna walk back down this line, and we've got a few fried things. We've got a pandan custard with what looks like a fried dough dumpling. I totally want to know what a pandan custard tastes like. Ooh, and hot soybean milk. How fantastic. Then vegetable spring roll with the plum sauce. Okay, round 3. 3? 4? Does the pandan count as a round? If it does, then this is 4. Okay, so we've gone a little bit of everything with this. Done just an assortment of stuff, but let's start with the mildest, which I'm gonna say is scrambled egg, and we'll work our way around. Okay, go with the main fork here. Okay, let's start with the scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are a good indication of whether or not a kitchen knows what they're doing. This one's a bit hard, but that's what you get when you have scrambled eggs sitting in a pan. But let's see how it is. Tastes like hotel scrambled eggs. There's nothing special. I would need a lot of other things added to that to make that any good. Let's go for this penne pasta next. It's the basil penne. Or the penne, pesto penne. It's pasta's cooked well, a little al dente, but flavor-wise, it's just not there. Awesome. Sorry, not fine. Next up, we're gonna try this basil sauteed tomato. Okay, that's not bad. I think that mixed with the scrambled egg here would make a good mix. Next up, let's try these really dried and fried pieces of beef. That's quite delicious. That's full of beefy flavor. It's basically like beef jerky, just a little bit more wet, so a little bit more moist, or a little less dried jerky. It is fantastic. I would just eat that. Okay, next up we've got this fat noodle. It's supposed to be stir-fried with chicken and something else. So let's see how it is. It's got a bit of kick to it. Oh, it's a bit spicy. Interesting. All right. Spicy. It's not bad at all. Actually, that noodle with that beef would be a really good mix. This beef and this noodle, I think, would make for a good combo bite. Next up, we've got the aloo bhaji and the chana masala. Aloo bhaji is basically like a version of, or a type of potato curry, and chana masala is basically a type of chickpea curry. And I'm going to have it with the Hainan chicken rice here. Weirdly, I don't see any chicken in this chicken rice, which is basically, it's very fluffy though, the rice. It's very fluffy, and it just looks and feels like a steamed rice. Good shape though, so let's try it. It's not bad. It's not too dry. It's hard to keep rice moist when it's sitting up on a buffet, but it's not bad at all. Let's try a little bit of that with the aloo bhaji entity. That's a great combo. Oh yeah, well spiced. Kudos. That's nicely done. And let's try this chana masala. Well, even better. Okay, that's the way to go, guys. The chana masala with the rice, fantastic combo. I'd even go so far as to mix this the omelet. I'd mix this omelet with the chana masala because the omelet really lacked flavor, and this is really gonna kick it up a notch. Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm gonna get back to finishing this plate. At this station, I'm gonna go from the most interesting to the least. Obviously, pancakes, waffles, French toast, and look at how thick those bad boys are. Noticing a theme here at this buffet, there's a lot of thick boys. Everything from those veal and chicken sausages, which are massive thick, to these French toast veggies, which are fantastic looking. Wide assortment of spreads, jams. Yo, you got Nutella and chocolate sauce? Come on, they're doing too well. A couple different kinds of butter and margarine here, and a whole honey tray. It's pretty epic. I haven't seen that at a buffet, or I rarely see that at a buffet. It's pretty cool. We've got a couple kinds of croissants. The almond looks promising. I might give that a try. Plain butter. We got some muffins, some breads and cakes, more breads. Ooh, and like bread decoration. Interesting. Some baguettes, some pastries, donuts. Just two kinds of donuts, some bread rolls. Ooh, a brioche. That's fantastic. We've got cold cuts. Not all that interesting. Fresh veg, and well, maybe the fresh veg is exciting for those of you who want to actually eat a little healthy. But that's a decent assortment of fresh veg. And there's a coffee machine which you can make your own espresso and stuff at. So it's pretty cool. Good spread. Okay, so course 5, is that right? I hope you guys have been keeping count. Okay, this one we went for just a couple of fruits, or 3 fruits. Got the watermelon, the clean pomelo, and cantaloupe. And I had to do the almond croissant because, well, I kind of love croissants, and it reminds me of home back in Montreal. So let's try this. Okay. It's a solid watermelon. Bright red, usually a good sign. And if I can find seedless slices like this, that's what I'm going for. This one is. So, solid. The other piece is seeded. I'm going to leave that for someone else. Let's try this. Let's try this cantaloupe. Also, very sweet. Soft, solid. Okay, finally, let's do this pomelo. Ooh, sour. but packed full of vitamins and nutrients, so happy to eat it. It's not bad actually. Once you get past the initial sour, it actually gets kind of nice. Yeah, totally doable. Just gonna have a sip of my hot water here before we continue. Okay, we're gonna go for the almond croissant plain first. Oh. Yeah. No, that's pretty good. I won't lie. That's actually not half bad at all. Pretty good. I'm gonna dip it in the honey and see how that is. A little bit of honey on the end of that croissant. Can you guys see that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, a bit of honey on the end of that croissant. Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with a good amount of butter and sugar rolled into a pastry. Fantastic. Okay guys, breakfast is done. That was pretty good. It was expensive. It was about 1,500 Thai baht for 2 people for the breakfast. That was the add-on to our room stay. But overall, it's not bad. It's a huge selection of food. I love that they had soy milk. I think I mentioned this, like 6 times in this video. But overall, a win. Happy to do it again. If I wasn't also connected to a mall at this hotel, which meant that I could just go over and have pretty much anything I want for a lot less money. But overall, good breakfast. Mall's not open till 10. I came for breakfast at 7. See ya.